I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, I got to retract what I said in a previous video when I was going over the final list of qualified competitors for this year's Olympia. When I was making the video, we still didn't know the situation with Behrooz Tabani. He was actually waiting on a visa application from last year. Apparently, if the issue's not resolved, you can't reapply until the previous one is processed and resolved. So he was still waiting on the visa from last year. At this point, who would think that something is going to happen? He got his visa. Last year, he was denied the opportunity to get into the country to compete. It appears we will see him on the stage this year. Now, I know Milo Sarchev, who's his coach, has made some pleas on a few podcasts. He makes the podcast circuit. He made a few pleas out there to anybody who could possibly figure out a way to help this guy and get him into the country. I don't know if that was the case. Somebody heard his plea for help and contacted him and expedited process, or it just went through on its own. But his travel issues as of now for this year's Olympia are resolved. Now, I also talked about it in previous videos. Behrooz Tabani is not the only person. Hadi Choopan was 4 years in a row, and we didn't know this year either until recently when we found out he made it to U.S. soil, what was going to happen, whether he's going to actually be able to make it to the country. Nathan DeAsha, there's still some questions about what's going on with him this year, but he had problems in the past. Good Vito, who was supposed to compete in the show in Italy, where Nathan DeAsha bested Regan Grimes, he couldn't get there because of visa issues. He was able to get a visa to the U.S., and he could have competed in a Legion Sports Festival, but he decided not to. But the show that he was training for, ultimately he couldn't get into the country to compete in. The IFBB, the Olympic Committee, people involved, the people at the top running this whole thing, need to figure out how to get something in place where when there are issues like this, you have a source that you already have arrangements with. Go to find a law firm that works with these types of things, and you have them on standby. They're your go-to when you have an issue. You know, businesses do a lot of overseas dealings. They might have their representatives, employees, traveling out of the country on business deals. These guys have to be able to travel. They have to have a mechanism in place where there's no issue with these people traveling for businesses. Bodybuilding is competing in bodybuilding shows is a bodybuilder's business. That's your professional. That's how you earn your money. Well, one of the ways you earn your money, they need to have something in place to help the athletes when they're in this situation. And we do have, every year, we have quite a few athletes that come from other countries to compete here. You never know when something could arise. It's good business for the people running the show also to help provide something for the bodybuilders that get caught in this unfortunate situation. To conclude this video, Behrooz Tabani, who unfortunately missed the Olympia last year because there's issues with him being Iranian and coming from Iran to this country, has found a way to secure a visa, and as of now, he will be in the U.S. to compete in the Mr. Olympia. I'm happy for the guy. I wish him the best. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.